A message from Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. I am not afraid to take tough decisions in the defense of law-abiding citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Following the declaration of the state of emergency today, I received questions from the media pointing out criticisms from the opposition and seeking answers to what has been clearly outlined. For far too long, citizens have been at the mercy of criminals, and my government has demonstrated it has the political will to fight the criminals. I stand firmly by the words I spoke in 2024. The former PNM administration had no tangible, sustainable plan to confront crime. Their state of emergency was not a strategy, it was a spectacle. It was a political gimmick designed to create the appearance of action, not to deliver results. How could they realistically confront criminality when that party was itself embedded in the belly of it? They turned a blind eye to illegal drugs, illegal arms, and human trafficking. They ignored allegations of rampant pedophilia within the hierarchy of their own party. They failed to take meaningful action to strengthen national security while thousands of women were raped or sexually assaulted, more than 5,000 people were murdered, and thousands more were terrorized in violent robberies. The states of emergency declared under my government are not band-aids. They are triggered by credible intelligence of threats to our nation. Criminals will not hold Trinidad and Tobago to ransom. They will not dictate terms to those in authority, and they will not overpower law-abiding citizens. Both the Attorney General and I have outlined in detail the basis for this state of emergency. We will not be threatened by criminal elements or by those who seek to shield and protect them. We will use every lawful tool available to us to confront and dismantle criminal networks. We inherited a crime-ridden nation where gangs operated with impunity and the blood of innocents flowed far too freely. We promised to restore law and order, and we are doing exactly that. Comprehensive, holistic plans are already in motion. I commend our law enforcement officers for their courage, sacrifice, and relentless hard work. The people of Trinidad and Tobago must ask themselves, why is there such a coordinated and focused effort by the opposition and certain president-appointed senators to act as representatives of criminal interests? It is telling that every serious effort to tackle crime is met with fierce resistance from these quarters. They opposed the U.S. radar system, which has strengthened our border security. They opposed the Zones of Special Operations legislation, which would have empowered law enforcement to root out criminality in identified hotspots, many of which are constituencies represented by the PNM, while rebuilding the social infrastructure of those communities. Why is the PNM so determined to obstruct policies designed to target criminals? My government will not treat threats or destabilization plots lightly. My first duty is to safeguard law-abiding citizens. Within months, we enacted Stand Your Ground and home invasion legislation. We strengthened partnerships with the United States to secure our borders. We ensured permanent leadership at the helm of the police service. We increased boots on the ground, expanded visible patrols, and deployed additional resources. We tightened road traffic laws to restore order on our nation's roads. We are cleaning up the lawless mess left behind by the PNM and its dangerous tolerance of criminal elements. We understand that every arm of law and order must function effectively. That is why we are working collaboratively with the judiciary to address the backlog and strengthen the criminal justice system. There is no sleeping at the wheel. There is no political interference. There are no backroom machinations. There is decisive action on all fronts, including the state of emergency, to eliminate threats and prevent Trinidad and Tobago from returning to the killing fields that existed under the PNM. I commend the Commissioner of Police, the Chief of Defense Staff, and the heads of all protective services for their diligence and devotion to safeguarding our citizens. I also thank the United States for its continued partnership in combating this scourge of crime. Trinidad and Tobago now has an invite at the table where international and regional security is being addressed. I will continue to seek further cooperation and assistance to ensure that gangs and organized criminal networks are eradicated from our country. We will not surrender this nation. We will not retreat. We will restore law, order, and safety, and we will do so without fear or favor.